借用大家的掌声，一起来欢迎我们的 Wingstars 以及大人。 好的，在我们 Wingstars 进场的同时呢，也要跟大家来分享一下哈，我们周二的比赛呢，虽然说最后的结果不尽如人意啊，但是呢，我们从头到尾的气势都没有输哦，代表大家真的非常投入哈，期待今天大家一样有非常好的表现跟非常热情的应援火力展现出来哦。那首先呢，我们要来带给大家的就是我们的得分应援曲啦。那接下来邀请大家哦，跟着我们一起大声喊出抬杠猎鹰以及男人任性后，我们跟着音乐一起来试一次哦。来，准备一起来抬杠猎鹰了！抬杠猎鹰，男人任性。再一次，抬杠猎鹰，男人任性。抬杠猎鹰，一起喊出抬杠猎鹰。 抬杠猎鹰，拍手一起来！抬杠猎鹰。好，来，在我们半堂 A 区这位球迷朋友，感谢你的热情哈，谢谢你哈，也给我们回馈大的爱心啦哈。好，这首歌的节奏呢，前面会先喊2次的抬杠猎鹰，男人任性，后面呢，请大家跟着我们的节奏一起拍手4下之后，喊出4次的抬杠猎鹰。 所以呢，各位进场拿到拍拍扇，麻烦帮我们一起折起来哦。那如果你手边有加油棒的朋友呢，跟着节奏一起来敲响哦。好，我们跟着音乐再来试一次哦。准备一起来，抬杠猎鹰，男人任性。One more time， 抬杠猎鹰，男人任性。OK。 抬杠猎鹰，拍手4下，抬杠猎鹰，再来一次，抬杠猎鹰，最大声的抬杠猎鹰。OK， 大人非常可爱哦。好，也邀请我们现场球迷朋友哦，如果你的座位上呢有我们抬杠猎鹰的这个红色的 T 恤进场礼呢，也欢迎大家可以一起换起来哦，一起来展现出我们抬杠猎鹰团结的气势哦。 接下来第2首要带给大家的就是我们的无惧之歌啦，欢迎大家在歌词跟着我们一起大声喊出 Let's go 猎鹰 Let's go。OK，DJ drop the beat， 一起来 Let's go 猎鹰 Let's go， 右手 Let's go 猎鹰 Let's go。抬杠球场手感火烫，猎鹰飞跃绽放光芒，从不畏惧眼前阻挡，胜利动作创造辉煌。 Let's go 猎鹰 Let's go， 猎鹰飞跃绽放光芒。Let's go 猎鹰 Let's go， 胜利动作创造辉煌。OK， 无惧之歌，毫无畏惧，交给大家喽。接下来第3首要带给大家呢，就是当我们在今天的比赛过程之中，偶尔会遇到一点乱流的时候，这时候就需要大家拿出我们的鼓励啦。鼓励之歌，当大家听到战斗永不止步的时候，大声的一起喊出抬杠猎鹰。All right, DJ drop the beat。 抬杠猎鹰，男人精神不会倒，逆境中前行，胜利更闪耀，不放弃，不放弃，不放弃，不退缩，绝不退缩，一起来，战斗永不止步，抬杠猎鹰，再一次抬杠猎鹰，永不放弃，这是我们的呐喊。OK， 鼓励之歌啊，邀请大家在比赛的过程中拿出我们的热情，一起来鼓励我们抬杠猎鹰的球员哦。那最后呢，这一首歌曲呢，今天一定要在我们赛后来播放出来哈，就是我们的胜利之歌啦。好，我们胜利呢，应该说我们的歌词啊，里面有提到最后一句哈，就是我们的胜利就在这一场。欢迎大家今天拿下胜利的时候呢，一起大声的喊出来哦，把我们心中的那种快感以及这个过瘾的气氛一起大声喊出来哦。我们跟着音乐一起来试一次喽。球场火焰在燃烧，主场英雄无可挡，比分遥遥在领跑，掌声如潮。 就在这一场，胜利就在这一场。今天一起应援拿下胜利，再一次把掌声给到我们的 Win Stars 以及大元，谢谢。接下来邀请现场球迷朋友一同将目光移向大荧幕，一同欣赏台钢猎鹰年度形象影片。
部分，今年赛季正式的告一段落了。对，五毛也落下了男儿泪。
为什么低头？
我想这就是所有人成长的养分。
因为真的就差一点点。
所有的球员一定会有所成长。
是不是可以再用力一点，再专注一点，
再快一点，再准一点，
再跳得高一点，再团结一点，再拼命一点。
We give you everything. So what's next?
翅膀往天空飞翔，就算强风呼啸，挡不住梦想。迈向全新的世界，全新的战场，再次郑重待发，冒险就要起航。对挑战重重阻挡，我们在彼此的身旁，用热情追寻胜利。飞翔，点燃天空战场，勇敢不退让，捍卫猎鹰家乡。大声的呐喊，此血脉喷张，就像南方的太阳，在火焰之中发出重生光芒，用南方力量锻造钢铁翅膀。一次次敲打，我只会更坚强，全力进攻，留下胜利在我们的主场。说好的未来，我们一起仰望。台钢猎鹰手感火烫，用民族飞翔，点燃天空战场，勇敢不退让，捍卫猎鹰家乡。大声的呐喊，此血脉喷张，就像南方的太阳，在火焰之中发出重生光芒，用南方力量锻造钢铁翅膀。一次次敲打，我只会更坚强，全力进攻，留下胜利。这里是我们的主场。
最热情的掌声给到 Wing Stars。Hello， 各位在线上以及现场收看比赛的所有音乐军球迷朋友们，大家晚安，大家好。好，我是今日主场音乐团长博神，欢迎大家再次来到我们台钢猎鹰的主场国立成功大学的中正堂。虽然周二的比赛我们差一点点，最后功亏一篑。但是从头到尾，我们现场所有应援军球迷朋友的声音以及热情的呐喊，完全丝毫不减。所以在此这边也想要来询问一下，有没有我们现场周二就已经进场来帮我们台钢猎鹰支持的朋友？你们在哪里 ？Hello， 啊，这边有，你们好。后面的朋友有没有周二就来的？你好，哇！想必你们对于我们周二热血应援的情景一定感到非常兴奋哦。希望大家持续把这样的热情复刻到今天的比赛。但是跟礼拜二不一样的是，今天台钢猎鹰一定会拿下胜利哦。好，如果你是今天特别进场来帮我们台钢猎鹰来支持应援呐喊的朋友们，请把你们的声音、把你们排扇，还有把你们手边的加油棒准备好。现在我想要听听看我们台南主场最热情、最大的欢呼声。All right， 可以哦，待会就要把这样的声音延续，继续来帮我们台钢猎鹰加油哦。接下来要来为各位介绍今日来访做客台北富邦勇士名单。为各位介绍来访做客台北富邦勇士球员名单：背号0号赖廷恩，背号3号林俊佑，背号6号吴永胜，背号8号周桂宇，背号11号洪凯杰，背号14号蔡文成，背号23号强纳森，背号55号霍利飞，背号88号曾祥军。接下来为各位介绍台北富邦勇士先发5人名单：背号1号莫巴耶，背号4号陈佑伟，背号10号古德温，背号12号林志杰，背号33号杨科维奇。球队总经理叶宗颖，领队兼总教练许继哲，教练吴用仁，助理教练林伟浩、陈立焕、梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护员林武章、彭玉明，球队管理梁兆轩，球队翻译王义忠，训练员莱恩远。再次欢迎来访各队台北富邦勇士。期待已久、任性太久的男人们，在介绍我们地主台钢猎鹰球员进场之前，请大家再次将目光移向大荧幕。展翅翱翔，撼动浮沉，这里是我们的主场，我们的家。现在就用最热情的欢呼声欢迎地主你们的台钢猎鹰！首先登场这位灵活穿梭在球场之上，背号2号精灵控卫张志豪。V12自然进行引擎，背号5号 Number 5红色闪电 Macklin 麦拉伦。草原的剽悍无所畏惧，背号6号蒙古超跑白萨。Catch and shoot, smooth like butter. Number 7, 背号7号，华裔射手Ethan钟义仁。弹无虚发，精准命中，背号8号，英雄狙击手林允杰。 能里能外，全能身手，背号13号，抬杠魔兽谢宗荣。冉冉上升，猎鹰星星，背号15号林宇谦。拼劲十足，安定的力量，背号24号抬杠奶爸郭少杰。Thank you very much， 背号00号富城格斗家 Vidos 飞斗士。Starting five， 接下来为各位介绍台南抬杠猎鹰先发5人名单。接球起跳出手命中，背号1号左轮射手王立生。穿针引线，快到你看不到车尾灯，背号3号音速小子古毛伟章。Hustle every day and happy birthday number 4， 微笑刺客 Demon。天赋异禀，火锅制造机，背号18号，台南盖师傅盖比。最后要登场这位，他不是别人，他就是我们的钢铁英雄，背号23号陈范博彦。总经理王成伟，总教练柯纳，助理教练祥恩、柯师、邱品莲，防护师黄吉俊、杨俊祥，训练师徐子轩，体能训练师郭涵博，球队管理徐一哲。全场再次用最热情的欢呼声欢迎抬杠猎鹰！Alright， 感受到我们现场所有音乐剧的热情了。那接下来，在我们场上球员要来进行暖身的同时呢，我们场边也要来进行到我们第2阶段的应援教学啦。好，我们前面这边有非常多球迷朋友 ，Hello， 你们好，好是从台北远道而来的吗？好，欢迎你们，欢迎你们哈！今天我们一起来为支持的球队大声呐喊了哈，一起来创造一场美好的球赛体验吼。好，那接下来呢，我们应援呢有分别分成几个部分哦，进攻、加油以及防守哦。那我们首先从进攻开始哦，各位，我们的进攻口号非常简单哦，邀请大家拿起你们的应援道具哦，抬杠、拍拍、猎鹰、拍拍，跟着节奏，我们一起来试一次喽。猎鹰，抬杠，猎鹰，再一次抬杠，猎鹰。最后一次，猎鹰。所以OK， 进攻的口号非常简单哦，重点在于气势跟我们的节奏要团结。
再多的挫折或是再多的言论，但是你还是一直在去证明自己。
团队赛事的目标也是一样，就是我们想要拿到总冠军。
想要到更高的舞台，如果现在这棒子交给我的话，我还是很愿意的去接受它。
The thin line between a closeout game and facing elimination. That's the simplicity and cruelty of the critical Game 3 of a 5-game series. The Ghosthawks had a first half to forget, down by 9 points in their first playoff game at their home of National Tsinghung University. But they looked like a winner in the third quarter with an aggressive and disruptive defense, holding the Braves to 11 points and actually taking a 4-point lead in the fourth quarter. But experience, poise, and most importantly, greatest of all-time inspiration propelled the Taipei Fubon Braves to a 2-1 series lead. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Thank you for tuning in to Game 4 of this series between the Braves and the Ghosthawks. So as it stands, the Braves with a victory tonight, or we'll have a winner-take-all Game 5 as the stakes at hand with the Taoyuan Puyuan Pilots waiting in the wings of the Plus League Finals, a best-of-7 series against the winner of this series. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Ling Liren, former Plus League player, and Jason Huang Tongcao of Formosa Television. 球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播，又听中文的转播讲评，就按照中文的转播连接。谢谢您收看，记得我们 Plus League 的转播都要帮我们按赞。Well, if you tuned in earlier, you might have saw that the Ghosthawks will be short-handed. Ray McCallan in the building, but in street clothes, hobbled to an injury he sustained in a hard fall 2 nights ago in Game 3. Meanwhile, we were being told that Fardas Amac actually dealing with a concussion-like symptoms, so he is not even in the building. However, the Ghosthawks, because they played with the lineup they did in Game 3, Benes Grisiones is not able to be registered in time for tonight's action in Game 4. The silver lining for the Ghosthawks is Jimmy Xie Zonglong is giving it a go. He missed Game 2 and 3 after suffering an ankle injury in Game 1. And if you believe in jersey superstition, the Ghosthawks are playing in their gold jerseys, the one set kit that they won in Game 2, while the Braves are in the baby blues, just like they did in Game 3. The Ghosthawks, to their credit, have been holding the Braves to fewer and fewer points each game. 119, Game 1, 97, Game 2, and 91 2 nights ago. First time in Braves history that they've seen their 3-game stretch of lower and lower scoring. But in the fourth quarter, the Braves, with 3 straight 3-pointers made, took the lead and finished off the job. In the end, it was a 91-83 victory for the Braves. We spoke to Steph Yankovic, who made that last shot there on screen. Before that, take some notes on the big picture. This is the first semi-final series that has alternated wins, if you can believe it, through the first 3 games. Now we're ready to go with Yankovic.
A little bit of, redemption. I feel like we had the KJ, then Beast making it, and, shot clock was down and I had the ball in my hands. I feel like I set my feet compared to Game 2 where I just kind of, it was a one-handed, it wasn't really a jump shot. And I'm confident in my actual jump shot. So once I set my feet, honestly, I'm not downplaying it was a big shot, but, I had my eyes on the rim and I set my feet and I feel like, in that moment with the momentum, it was a big shot, you know what I mean? But I feel like I needed from Game 2 to get a little redemption. So, but like I said, without KJ making the first one and Beast, we wouldn't be in that position either. So it was a nice momentum, 3 threes in a row. Set the pace. This is the playoffs. Game 1 obviously was a little bit of a blowout. Game 2 was a completely different game. Game 3 was right there too, up and down. So we just have to do the boxing out, the rebounding, starting the game right, starting the second half right, and just keeping, we know we're the better team. We know we're a great team. We know what we need to do, and we just have to keep our turnovers down as well and just close out the series.
Yankovic, I'm sure, going down the checklist of the Braves coaching staff. This team led by Roger Shrijinza, who took over and led the team to a 6-1 stretch to end the regular season. On the Ghosthawks side, unfortunately for them, returning home was not home cooking. 7 for 37 from three-point land. That is the 4th lowest P.LEAGUE playoff game. Their overall shooting only 25.8% from three-point range in this series so far in 3 games. Lower than the P.LEAGUE playoff worst run by the Pilots in Season 3, 27.5. And guess who the Pilots lost to in a sweep? To the Taipei Fubon Braves, who would eventually win their 3rd title in a row. Previously, the Braves allowed the lowest mark in the playoffs to the New Taipei Kings, if you believe it, in the 23 finals, where the Kings went 6 of 28. So facing tremendous odds, let's hear from Ghosthawks, number 24.
我们必须要在领先的时候去学习要怎么打领先球。那在赢球的时候，我们不能急躁，然后在进攻的时候也不能太过于急躁。然后场上场下的队友啊，甚至教练团就是互相提醒场上的队友，在这个情况下要怎么去度过这个乱流。这样那一场输之后，我们大家再去一次气氛也一定相当凝重嘛。那 我感觉得出来，就是大家就是很不服输。那我希望就是大家可以带着那天的不服输，然后甚至去年的那个输球的那种就是感觉带到今天，然后把赛季延长再到第5战这样。
Ghosthawks sharing that the Ghosthawks need to learn how to play from ahead, not rush things on offense, and be connected, those on and off the floor. Be together and give each other reminders, then finishing things off by answering the question about last year's elimination game to the Braves in Game 4. It was a downed atmosphere. They had a boof, wusu, or under knockdown kind of attitude, and take that energy and hopefully extend this series to a best-of-5 winner-take-all. Naming-sen, Zhang Liyue and Zhang Weijun will be the 3 officials. They have all appeared so far in this series. Same starting 5 for the Braves, with Stephen Yankovic in for Michael Holyfield. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks with Gabby, Phil, Damon Brooks, Louis Wang Liushan, and Gumao Weijia. Gabby in for Baisa and the international slot, and Wang Liushan, not a position match, but a starting lineup switch with, as we mentioned, Barnas Amac. Damon Brooks and Yankovic in the jump circle as Gumao Weijia goes right at Chen for an opening play and 1. Gumao Weijia in the last game at 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, going right at Chen who has previously garnered strong considerations for being an all-P.LEAGUE first-team defender. And with the perfect free throw, the Ghosthawks opening it up to a 3-0 lead. In Game 2, their uphill battle was Damon Brooks being disqualified, a technical and an unsportsmanlike. And Ghosthawks left due to injury as Beast, once again in the starting lineup, missing from 3 as Lewis goes again to the right side and lays one in. Braves quickly down court as Yankovic got a mismatch, but facing 3 defenders, gets it out to Archie Goodwin. An open look, in and out as Beast misses it from close. So 2 scores and 2 stops is how the Ghosthawks get this game started. Damon hammers it to Gumao, keeps it inbounds as Gumao Weijia with the runner. How about that? A 7-0 start to blitz the Braves. Not having any fear to go to the basket. Meanwhile, a holding foul. Gabby trying to keep Mbaye away from that pass. Get another look. Turn for Wang Liushan, avoiding Beast with a steal attempt, and Jerry with the block. Meanwhile, a tough take by Gumal with Archie Goodwin. Meanwhile, the other way, Goodwin could not get it in. Certainly some physical play, but the Ghosthawks are very much undermanned and undersized. On a switch, Chen takes the long three as Gabby in on it, and a foul on the rebound. Not much movement on the Braves bench as Roger now points to Michael Holyfield. Get another look at Baye not finding a body as Gabby picking the right spot. Michael Holyfield in for Yankovic. Both of those two gentlemen joining the Braves partway through the season. One of the stories early on was the Ghosthawks as that partial block. Gabby up close is fouled. Well, the aggression by the Ghosthawks is paying off early. Baye with his second personal foul. There you see Holyfield get the block shot, but sometimes air balls go to the offense. Definitely a tough take from Baye. He will take a seat for Chen Xiangqun. Baye kind of had a tough go of it in game 3. Below his regular season averages in points, rebounds, and minutes played as Skype good with a free throw. Ghosthawks in game 3 had the longest scoring run of only 9 points. Almost tied it up there, but the missed free throw and some pressure defense. It's Archie Goodwin going and losing the ball, and a foul by the trailing official. Another look at Gumal Weijia. A sneaky steal attempt or poke away attempt called by the official. Plus league leading scorer Archie Goodwin steps up to the line. The first free throw climbs in. Goodwin has been playing heavy minutes here in the playoffs. 38.9 per game, that leads the entire field. 4 minutes ahead of Fardas Amac at 35 minutes per game. As Goodwin, no luck there. Holyfield, a foul and count it. Got good positioning, and that's what Michael Holyfield does. He averages 5 offensive rebounds per game on the series. Gabby's second personal. The series, Holyfield 62% on 21 free throw attempts. Switch on to Gumal as Brooks wants a low post. Now the pass from top. Demond trying to sneak it in, and Chen Xiangqun able to stand tall. 4-0 run for the Braves. They have the basketball. Goodwin from the wing. The pull-up jumper. No good, but Beast is there for the rebound. Nobody checks him as he missed, and Chen Xiangqun picking up where his teammate left off. How about Bill? Long range three as Goodwin chases after it. Look out. They whistle the play dead, and they will say Ghosthawks ball. They say Goodwin took it out of bounds. Let's get another look. Beast pulling the close one, but he had help underneath. Thankfully okay on the fall as well. averaging 10 points and still remaining perfect from the field. I think he's now 14 for 14. The funny thing is, he did not attempt a field goal in game 3. Downscreen for Chen. Pass back to Damon Brooks. That's in and out. Anyway, trying to power past Gumao and blows the layup. Not good news for the Braves if they're going to miss layup opportunities against the undermanned Ghosthawks team. Brooks screens and rolls as this time Phil lets it fly again, airballs it. Ghosthawks trying to get a whistle on the contest. And that's another foul. Gumao Weijia's second personal as an unhappy Ghosthawks bench reacts. Corner gestures to the bench, but no movement there. He's picked up the dribble to a cutting Taipei, who's off target. Like I mentioned, the Braves have been scoring fewer points as the series has gone along. Like Coach Kroner said, they need to pick up a few rebounds to close the deal as Damon Brooks off target. Rebounding-wise, the Braves have been at the average of 11 more, as on the other side, Holyfield ties this one up. Curious because the regular season saw almost even at 45 rebounds apiece. Damon, butter smooth from 3. Damon scored a team-high 26 points in game 3. Did have some costly turnovers down the stretch, but every day is a new day for redemption. Goodwin trying to drive on Wang Yuxiang, who ties him up pretty hard. Goodwin will gather his breath, hanging out with the courtside fans on that baseline. Getting a look at Holyfield picking up the loose ball. Good body control to finish. Meanwhile, Damon knocking down the tray. Getting a look. Not a bad effort by Lewis, but indeed a foul. That's 5 Ghosthawks fouls to the 3 by the Braves in the early goings. Personnel changes for Xiezong and Baisa to enter for the Ghosthawks. Braves beside Holyfield have the same starting set. Goodwin makes 2 of 2. In the playoffs is a 70% free throw shooter after the regular season, shooting just 60% from the line. Baisa and Brooks ball screen. Nothing opening up. They want to reverse it back to top. Now on Holyfield, over to Brooks. Shot fake to a quick 3, no. And Taipei did not have the reach. They're deflecting it out of bounds. Confused look as the Braves counter-punching after the TSG Ghosthawks get started off to an 8-point lead. Now 11-10 is your score at the first stoppage.
比出灌篮暴扣的手势，李乐交给你了，寇莱恩，哇，你好像赤木晴子哦。 谢谢你啦！好来，有没有想要上电视的球迷朋友一起跟着飞斗士来扣篮喽 ？Hello， 小朋友，哦，你的扣篮手势，扣完篮之后要来比个耶是吗？谢谢你哦。Hello， 哦，我们富邦的朋友，来，让我看一下你们扣篮的手势。哦，是我们左撇子的朋友吗？感谢你们哦。Hello， 弟弟你好，啊，好可爱哦。谢谢你们全家一起进场支持台钢猎鹰哦。 Hello, hi, sweetie. hi to the camera.
Thank you for tuning into the broadcast. If you're watching on the PLEAGUE YouTube live stream, leave a like for that gentleman's birthday. It is also Ghosthawks number 4, Damon Brooks. Born on this day, 1992, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to Davidson. We detailed it previously, but in PLEAGUE playoff history, teams that win Game 3 in a 1-1 series will go on to win 5 out of 8 times. And by win percentage, 59%. If you're just tuning in, the Ghosthawks, unfortunately, undermanned Mardos Amac with possible concussion symptoms, and Ray McCallan on a hard fall in Game 3. Has a pretty serious limp going on in his stride. Zokoi in for the Braves as the Ghosthawks having trouble inbounding until Gumal Weijia catching one from Damon Brooks, downing a floater. Goodwin's on the basketball now. Going right at Baisa, scooping it up, and a miss at Zhejiang. This guy's highs up for the board. Josh getting a ball screen from Holyfield as the skip pass. Toei sideways, misses. Josh another board. This time going the other direction, a bad miss as Shizongo, a strong rebound. Space for the Ghosthawks is a dangerous skip pass, leads to Jimmy. Made 2 in the Game 1. It's a big bounce, and look out. Visiting us here at the English broadcast booth. You know, look, Goodwin might have been knocked down by his own teammate there. And that gave Gumal a chance. Senfan Boyan will head to the bench as the Braves on their side bring in number 0, Lai Tingun at point. Kind of cross screen as Gumal Weijia takes the contested 3. He buries it. Trying to work back up to that 8-point lead. The Ghosthawks point guard with an early 10 points on 4-4 shooting. Archie Goodwin that goes baseline, and he answers back. In the series, Goodwin 49% from the field as Damon Brooks spins around and did not have an angle. It'll be numbers for the Braves. Lai Tian, Josh on the right, nobody checking Goodwin, and the ball doesn't swing to him until now. Fires it in Ghosthawks' face, and he's getting hot. Just need that layup to go in. Time running down. Baisa trying to shoot the gap and overshoots the layup opportunity. Team picked up the dribble. They want to get it in the hands of Goodwin. High ball screen going middle. Now the counter going baseline as Holyfield called for the illegal screen. Roger making his case to the lead official that did not call that one. You know, look at Goodwin. And then he attempted a number of 3-point shots when Ghosthawks was guarding him back in Taipei. Not the best angle to see that screen. Ghosthawks trying to expand on a 1-point lead as Ethan with a catch and shoot opportunity leaves it short. It's his turn to guard Goodwin. Laitian trying to maneuver around Baisa. In the day leading up to Game 3, the East Asia Super League announced all 3 PLEAGUE playoff teams would be in the East Asia Super League regular season 26-27 turnover as Ghosthawks running it into Zhou Guiyu and getting a whistle. It will be free throws. You know, look, it's a tough take for Zhou Guiyu, who was absorbing most of that contact. Trying to get an explanation from the referee who made the call. Tip for younger ball players in the FIBA rulebook and regulations. The official who whistles on the play takes position opposite of the scores table and thus opposite of the two teams' benches. So basically only players can approach that official. Ghosthawks, the former Brave, so far in the series averaging 5 points per game. No good on the second. Yankovic back in action, pulls down the rebound, but picked up the dribble, needs some help. Leading pass is accurate to Leitingen. Ball taken away, and it's Baisa who will lay it in. Leitingen not happy taking a shot to the face as a weird situation with Jimmy on top of the basketball. All full court pressure as Leitingen finally crosses the timeline, just barely. And extracurriculars going as Ethan not happy with a foul and a KJ going to the ground. Meanwhile, the Braves probably talking about their bringing the ball up the timeline situation as you see Ethan probably not all that pleased that KJ did the upward swim move. Meanwhile, the Braves bench wants the replay review on the excessive contact, they believe, after the fact. Two of the referees having a discussion, although they're pointing at the opposite side of the floor. Chief might hear the argument that the counter hold was just as harmful. I don't know if that's necessarily the way to go. I'm fairly certain that the officials did address both players. Not the kind of physicality we want to see. KJ in his 5th season in the Plus League as Holyfield gets the rebound, puts it in. Going at Damon Brooks, who has no fouls so far. Pressure defense as we're going the other way, just as I was saying. There's an illegal screen, Damon's first personal.
So weak.
Offensive foul, so the Braves possession sideline out of bounds. Holyfield gives Leitingen some space. Yankovic. The shit's on him on the wing. Crashed off the ball, and a foul called as more extracurriculars going on. It's Baisa, who was giving a blockout shove to Yankovic when the play was already dead. Baisa trying to put the argument that there was some contact done to him. You see Baisa vacate his man to go for the steal. Crash into Yankovic's arm, and there you see another Braves hooking his arms. So that backward shoves definitely is unnecessary, because look, the end result, maybe you get a common foul on Yankovic, but you can't ignore the unsportsmanlike contact, as there you see Brooks put a little umph on that screen.
白煞的 P2， 一个 P 爆，然后再一个 U 爆。
Remember that these two teams have already played each other last year in the first round, and then 8 times in the regular season as Steph for being more confused than angry.
好，这是一个推人哈，后面过来没问题哈。然后这个台 OK， 他夹手，但他没有刻意跟攻击的动作哈。所以我们的原判就是白煞一个他人的犯规，然后再加一个 U 爆哈，再加一个 U 爆，所以是罚4球之后不帮球哦。OK。
好，经过回放，初判是白煞的一次推人犯规，再加上后信挑衅的身体接触，给予一次 U 爆。所以经过回放，保持原判，所以由布邦罚4次加球权。
Real tough for the Ghosthawks. 4 free throws and the ball. Have you ever heard of a 7-point play? Now we have it. Saying that I can understand the Ghosthawks frustrated with the Braves offensive players engaging in physicality, but you've got to refrain from retaliating. On the series, Yankovic attempting 12 free throws, hitting on 11 of them. Even that second one way short. Got plenty of practice. Usually your basketball coaching manual says you only want to take anywhere from 1 to 5 free throws in between conditioning drills. Well, this is really playing out for Yankovic to take 4. That'll put the Braves ahead by 2 with the ball. Jimmy on Yankovic, looking to pass to Holyfield. Got to vacate to the 3 seconds. They double Josh. Player knocked over. He lifts it up before the clock. And KJ, despite getting knocked over, catches it. And Steph with a miss. So after all of that, the Ghosthawks do get the stop. Down as Ghosthawks gets the step back 3 and a bingo on his former teammate in Josh, putting the Ghosthawks back up by 1 with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Substitutions incoming for the Ghosthawks. Braves spread out wide. Right ball screen from Holyfield. Numbers though as Josh finally takes the shot. Long chase the rebound by Holyfield. KJ, the contested 3 rolls out. Fast and furious action. Brooks and Baisa to Jimmy, a tough take on the finger roll, gets it to go. The Ghosthawks with 9 for 21 shooting so far. Josh getting all the way 2 feet in the paint. And a call for the offensive foul, bumping Ghosthawks. He's got to work on those moves. He's played anywhere from 1 to 4. Sands some big man moves. Changes for both teams to get another look at Ghosthawks. A flop warning was issued. I would say, since there was no flinch of the head, it's kind of tough to argue that there was a flop there. Well, in any case, corner's given an explanation, and
helped him out with inbound Jimmy Fleck.
Both players will remain in the game. Perhaps it was from the Ghosthawks defensive play. And now they decide to bring in a Goodwin or Josh. In at point is the backup point guard, Chen, as Yankovic stops Gabby at the rim. Now Goodwin trying to be a one-man army is stopped. Zihao, fresh in the game, leading the break for the Ghosthawks, excuse me, had numbers as with a mismatch. Jimmy going at Chen Yewei, overshoots the floater, got his own board. Fresh 14 as sideline pick and roll. Zihao hesitates to the deep step back, airmails it. Almost got a touch as KJ wide open from it. Drains the three. And we have a 24-24 tie. Look out. Ethan did not get a shot off. So the Braves are trying to close things out against the Ghosthawks. Short 2 imports to start the game, but we have a tied ball game.
Wing Stars.
Welcome to National Tungong University, hosting its second ever Plus League playoff game. Home to the TSG Ghosthawks, taking on the 3-time champion at Taipei Fubon Braves. In the early going, short 2 imports, the Ghosthawks at a size disadvantage as the Braves get 10 offensive rebounds to the Ghosthawks 8 defensive rebounds. The Ghosthawks are hanging in there, causing 4 Braves turnovers, 2 by their backup point guard in Leitingen. Lewis guarding Archie Goodwin, trying to drive baseline, trying to go back door as Timfen. Good hands there, stuck with the play. got the steal. Ghosthawks this time down, set up in horns as zipper cut by Chen. Out to Damon to the open. Wang Yuxiang still off. The Ghosthawks, as we mentioned, at least in the series, a Plus League playoff historic low from the outside. And all change tonight if they go for it, as Yankovic, kind of a funny-footed catch, gets the lay-in on Chen Yue, who had 10 assists in Game 3. Too short of tying the Plus League record. Cross matchup. Gaibi lets it fly, and it's bricked. Well, so far, the Ghosthawks 3 for 14 from three-point land. On the switch, Archie Goodwin, another three-pointer downed. Braves on a 5-0 run to start the second quarter. Same play, but Chen taking the three. This time it goes. Chen Boyan, 36% three-point shooter on the series as Ghosthawks scramble to recover. It's Archie Goodwin missing the clutching layup attempt, then deep pass. Physical fight for the ball, and it's off of the Ghosthawks, they say. Tailway end up being a wise safety route. Get the receiver off course. Meanwhile, you see Yankovic and Goodwin going to work. Goodwin feeling it. No good as Yankovic, nobody put a body on. Slips it to Brooks on the slick drive. Jamal Weijia just announced yesterday as the Plus League most improved player, despite last year being on the All Plus League first team. Gaibi giving Goodwin trouble, stumbling for a second, then refinding his balance. Gets the reverse lay. And I don't mean potato chips. With deep positioning, Brooks catches in traffic, and a foul against the defense. That's definitely got to be one of the Braves. Don't want to be committing with numbers down low, as lethal as Brooks is from underneath. Just like any other player, if you surround him, a lot harder to score. Meanwhile, you see Chen sealed off, unable to help Gaibi on the drive. Zhang Jing will be telling the official about the best ramen places. Got an explanation he's satisfied with. Damon Brooks returning to the Ghosthawks for a second season. Averaged 17 points in last year's first round against the Braves. Anyway, putting it up off timing as Brooks to Bumal starts a bit of a break. Now Gaibi sneaking in there will score it. Taking a hard tumble, he's back up. Aggressive defense by the Ghosthawks, and they're going to say off of Beast. I thought the Ghosthawks might have played it slow, but slick cut by Gabby hit trail. Same set play. This time Phil flaring it. Got a switch and a travel call. Good hands by Yankovic, who we interviewed in the pregame.
Come on! 2 hands!
Some pretty stern words from corner. Gets the referee's attention as we have a timeout here called by the Braves. They're up by 1 here in a possible closeout game against their southern rivals in the Ghosthawks.
Hello， 美女你好，跟着我们的球员一起来摆出 pose 哦。OK， 啊，你也是，2位美女，我们一起来跟白萨一样抱球的姿势。没错，把每一球都牢牢掌握住哦。Hello， 感谢你们支持抬杠猎鹰哦。待会声音继续拿出来，谢谢我们这一家人哦。Hello, my friend. Thank you for your support. Let's go, Ghosthawks. Hello， 美女你好，上到大荧幕喽！不要害羞，不要害羞啊！是我们拿着崇义人毛巾的朋友哦。不要害羞，美女，快点，我们把毛巾一起举起来。Nice， 帮我们 Ethan 加油 ！Let's go, Ethan. Hello， 美女你好，上到大荧幕喽。
Follow along with the statistics of the game at PLEAGUEofficial.com/game/713. You might be more updated than I am. Historically, home teams in the Game 3 of a 1-1 series tie win 57% of the time. The Ghosthawks last season actually won Game 3, but down 0-2. And were subsequently eliminated by the Braves 110-90 in a Game 4. That was their 4th game in 5 days after the Ghosthawks had a 7-point win the night before. Beast catching, putting it up, and through some contact scores. I think legal guarding by the Ghosthawks as right away the Braves, after the timeout, get up to a 3-point lead. Lewis goes to the screen as Brooks sets it for Fubon from straight away. Might have been deflected. Beast sees 2 defenders out to Chen. And an offensive 3 seconds called against Holyfield. Seemed to be more focused on getting positioning than being part of the offense. There you see Beast. Tough take there. In that game, as Fubon waits out left open and is hit from the side. Braves probably not happy with the belated call, but Fubon waits out was so wide open. Chen. Tricky thing is the official was on that strong side and catches Fumon's forearm and not the actual basketball. The Braves actually were down by 4 at half and completely broke away in the second half. 63-39 that margin as Baye joining the players on the free throw lane. Fubon Weijia missed his first field goal attempt. Was previously a perfect 4 for 4. In that game for the Braves, Jeff Whitheat, 19 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 blocks. He was also flanked by Jabari Bird and Baye with 20 points apiece. Zanaway turned away by the defense of Fubon and Gabby. Meanwhile, Lewis trying to chase Goodwin, switches to the left side, pops it up, and it's good. Archie Goodwin, as Josh Bett, English commentator, might say, too good, too strong. Well, don't forget the simply part. You see, so shifty, he could change directions just like that. Makes it so tough on the defense. Lewis, his first season with the Ghosthawks, coming over from the Taipei Mars. Attendant and helping the official dry up the basketball. The Ghosthawks side had Nick Perkins, 22 points. Followed by Damon Brooks, 19 points, 7 rebounds. Fubon Weijia, 13 points and 7 assists. The free throw good, and a 4-point lead for the Braves. Iverson cuts as the other way, Lewis tried to get a pass to Brooks, but right away, Holyfield contesting, and they say a foul on the leg kick out. Holyfield's second personal. Roger keeping a close eye on the scoreboard as here you see the book come out, though Holyfield trying to make the argument that Brooks did the seal chicken wing. Swirls out the first free throw. Makes the correction, hit that three. The final score for the Ghosthawks in Game 3. Holyfield going to the basket as Mbaye switches the action to the left. Over to Beast, dribble pull up three, a little strong as a long rebound. Down to Holyfield, pumps and dumps. Ghosthawks defense going the other way. Small screen and switch. And the catch, trying to put the moves on Goodwin, but to Lewis. And a travel call. Did not seem like the Ghosthawks were working with much purpose there on that offensive possession. You know, look, a good find by the Braves to an open Holyfield. Recorded a double-double in Tuesday's night action. Goodwin going and getting another lay-in. This time on the right side. Ghosthawks going another staple while Gabby tries to turn the corner, takes the fall, no whistle. How about Mbaye from the elbow? Trying to find his mojo on the series as deep skip pass to Phil, taking the early three, and how about it? The Jianxing connection pulls the Ghosthawks a little closer. Two-man game on the right as Beast stop and poke away on the pass, poke away the other way. Ethan needs to hang on to it. Tries past Goodwin as weird spacing by the Ghosthawks. Guys not in their position. But driving kick to an open Ethan, lets it fly and downs it. Two triples in a row for the Ghosthawks as they have life here in the second quarter. P.LEAGUE already 6 dimes to his name. Oh, does not turn the quarter. Goodwin to counter, he does. And a timeout by a corner. They want to talk things over, no doubt. Fatigue playing a factor. 45-41 is your score with under 5 minutes to go here. You know, look, this time it was Goodwin on the curl. Created that space. Previously was on the dribble drive. Meanwhile, the Braves don't get back and leave a man open from the outside. Meanwhile, the entire defense collapsed with P.LEAGUE streaking his way inside. Meanwhile, what led to our break, a simple handoff to Archie Goodwin, who's got plus range.
Move to the ball. No foul, straight back, show your hands. Take away the draw. Okay, move to the ball. Like, show your hands. Even handle. Even handle. So now you get over on handle. Only good one. You get over on this. You show, and as soon as he ends, go over and go. If he fakes and goes, we still have last man there. So then after big man go. Who's guarding good win? Okay, so you know, right? It's going over. You got to show. All right, as soon as he's towards the screen, don't fall for slip. All right, it's just attack him. What do you want on offense? What do you want? Points three. Points three it is. Get in there. Let's go here. Come on. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense. Let's go.
So in the time we were able to take a peek in the Ghosthawks timeout, Coach Raul Corner from Austria, parts of third season with the Ghosthawks, mainly making defensive adjustments and trusting the offense, which is this very possession, to his point guard. Shizon to inbound to Kumao as it's going to be a horns play to get things started. Stefan does not screen, does not get the catch as the Braves snuff out the action. Poke pass out to Shizon, does not get it to go. Ghosthawks match up as Goodwin being face guarded out wide by Ethan. Gets the screen and the foul as it's going to be Damon's second personal. Only the second by the Ghosthawks here in the second quarter. You know, look, the Ghosthawks had some success in Game 3 with Vadas Amac playing aggressive on those ball screens, as Beast looking like he needs to shake something off. Holyfield fakes the handoff, now gives it up. KJ trying to blindfold the pass, and it deflects to Holyfield. What kind of luck was that? Well, good luck if you're in blue. Michael Holyfield, a double-digit scorer thanks to that last slam. Jamal way out, overshoots the three, but right to Brooks. After a few fakes, he misses his own shot as a couple of players go down. Goodwin gives it up. Remember, one of Corner's keys, you gotta be all over him after he gives it up. Valle, he connects. Giving the Braves a 9-point lead. Gumalweda trying again from three. Valle falls out of bounds, saves it to his teammates. Numbers for the Braves. Holyfield does not get the whistle. He really should. You know, just firing away. It's Chen Boyin getting another triple the other way. Holyfield blows the layup, but Goodwin picks him up. The frustration's got to be building on the Braves side. The big man not getting the justice with the whistle. It's Jimmy who's knocked down, and the whistle comes. This foul on the other side, but a foul call on the other. And credit to the Braves. Into Holyfield, and he has a good response. Puts on a brave face smile and some high fives. With three personal, it's Yankovic who will come in. Holyfield's been doing good work here in the first half as the Braves kind of reacting to the video replay in the stadium.
Hey, back!
Now the referees will go to the monitor. Roger. Game 3 and game 4, a very religious praying man. Putting his hands together a lot. Very understandable in this last sequence that Holyfield got knocked off of one shot. Called for a late whistle on the other side. Maybe we're checking for a possible goaltending situation. There you see the contact made, but to the Brave side, Chen is extending his left arm. But maybe KJ was the one that fouled from behind. On the series, Holyfield averaging 4 fouls per game. Only topped off by Zhejiang Drew's on 4.7. Fouled out of game 1. Meanwhile, on the Ghosthawks side, highest number belongs to, I haven't seen him in the building yet, Fardas Ayman. Don't anticipate his arrival. Zhonglong, a 54% free throw shooter in the regular season. Making 2 of 3 in game 1. No luck there. Ghosthawks, little front court champ, get the point guard to stop dribbling, and a good eye by Zhonglong. A 8-second violation by the Braves. Impressive, considering it was not on a made free throw or basket. All local lineup here with Damon Brooks getting a well-deserved rest. Going to the rack, flipping it up, and no luck. Good skip pass by Goodwin. He gives the Braves some space. Switch as Goodwin walks into a 3 off target. Takeaway to Mbaye, his 3. It just clanks. Braves were previously 3 of 5 from three-point land this quarter. Still spin move, but Mbaye stays with. Now Ethan, contested corner jumper, back rim, and a foul. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Jimmy.
Attack with Mao. Mao has to attack.
Tangled up with Goodwin. Here you see the left arm. Good call by the official. Braves call a timeout. Trying to take advantage of this last 90-second run.
Come on, you're ready again. Check in for Phil. Phil, good job here. Good work.
So maybe they will go 2-1. Hey, maybe 2-1. Maybe they will go trap. 因为他们全本土，他很愿意去包。Steph usually will go here. So that be the safety on the half-court. If 4-1, if it's 4-1, if 4-1, Mo, you take it out. Pass. 4-1, you just go. Go here. And I know. Same thing with 飞在我们的棒。 I know. Right now, we go cut. Cut. So here, I just mean attack, full goal, correct? Because turnover first, right? So right here, hey, 直接过来做 cut. 啊，不要再失误 ，no turnover, please. No turnover.
Right from the jump, Gu Weijia has done his part to keep the TSG Ghosthawks in the ball game as a team leading 12 points and a game leading 6 assists, one more than his counterpart Chen, who's got 5 but 0 for 5 from the field. Gu Weijia this year a much improved 3-point shooter. In fact, the #1 percentage this regular season. Here in quarter 2, the Ghosthawks are down 28-20. They're pressuring Chen, who wings it in the middle of the floor. Damon Brooks easily makes the catch. An interception. So much for no turnovers, while the Ghosthawks give it up. Yankovic, 1 man to go, and called for a foul was Brooks. Jumping back in to save that play. That's going to be his 3rd personal. There you see Jimmy was trying to steal for a good positioning. Yankovic with a +20 in game 3. Also had the highest score of the Brave big men with 17 points. Cashes that free throw in a 10-point ball game. Ghosthawks trying to find some offense as Baisa hammer pass to Brooks. His shot too strong. Quickly to Yankovic. Braves are not going to hurry it up. Want to give space at good spacing as look out. Baye gathers his steps as Jimmy fouling him from behind. The penalty free throws is a good cut by Baye. With the Ghosthawks applying so much pressure. Well, averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds in this series, but only 35% from the field. Definitely trying to find his rhythm out there. Drops in another. Brooks at the high post, down low to Jimmy, but poked off it for a moment. And a big man move and a reach from the side, and that's the foul. Ghosthawks have not scored since 2:51 here in the second quarter. Chen Fanboyan a 3-pointer. Chen Yongwei with a reach. A 6-0 run for the Braves as Damon can't end the streak.
Luis.
Corner ready to bring in subs with a possible last defensive possession. So a critical free throw in a couple fronts. Come on, after hitting the free throw, they can save him from a possible fourth foul here in the first half. Ghosthawks. 4 in the front court as Mbaye bad pass to Gabby, to Lewis. He hesitates though, plenty of time. Seems to be no different shot clock to game clock. Jamal wants the 1-5 ball screen, cuts down the middle to Gabby. Out to Ethan, side stepper. They're on the third try, still off, but 2 seconds. Does he get it off in time? No. Good effort by the Ghosthawks, but they find themselves down by 11 at the first half of play. Once again, before you head off to the break, they are down 2 imports in this contest. Stick around though, as our color commentator Xiaoli Lingliren is trying to get the Braves head coach Roger Shujinza for a quick flash interview as the teams head to the lockers.
好，我们场中邀请到了徐总。那徐总其实，在赛前的时候，你就已经大概知道台钢猎鹰今天是单洋将出战。那其实也看到上半场的时候，你们一直在往篮底下去做进攻。那是不是在赛前的时候策略知道台钢猎鹰目前只有单洋将，而且禁区高度没有那么高，然后有特别去安排这样的战术？
应该是说我们也没有强调要打篮下，而是说外线一直受到压迫，他并不给我们的外线射手去太多的空间，逼使说我们就必须要找到篮下的球员。 那虽然篮下是有优势，可是我们的 Holy 本来就是做苦工的，我们并没有一直要强调打篮下。不过我们必须要先中场进去去克服他们全场压迫这件事情。
好，当然，其实刚刚讲到全场压迫这件事情，就是在上半场的时候，其实也发生到蛮多的失误，有到双位数。那下半场要怎么样去调整？
其实我们在练球都有练过，可是我不知道为什么今天可能受到现场的压力，说他们这种就是好像没有明天的这种打法，所以他们变成说在处理球上面都慌慌张张，没有照我们的当时练的东西来跑。
谢谢徐总，我们谢谢徐总。好，我们现在直接进广告。
Thanks to Xiaoli and Roger for that quick interview. We'll translate that and much more at halftime analysis after the break.
Like freeze, 내 몸이 굳다가. Hey dear, stay here. 내 눈이 멎다가. No way, losing my way. Ain't no way, 멀어지기만 해. 아프기 싫다 난 깊어만 감하면 어떡하냐. 난 아무 말도 들리지가 않는데. 난 아무것도 보이지가 않는데. 네가 나를 떠난 그날부터 무엇 하나 할 수 없는 나인데. 모두 멈췄어.
掌声给到 Wingstars Shot。好，来，接下来我们要来进行到我们中场的神预测活动的抽奖。
OK， 各位观众，上半场呢，双方打得非常激烈，双方都提供了一个精彩的球赛。虽然那个台钢猎鹰呢，在这个双阳将呢，因为因伤，都没有出赛，在命运上呢被刁难。
是。
可是呢，他们也展现出那种高强力的战斗力那同时呢。这个孔子又保险，
孔子怎么保险？
对，又保险。孔庙还加入了防守，造成了这个富邦啊，从上半场开始呢，那个
涮筐而出啊，
很多球都涮筐而出啊，
所以那个篮筐是孔庙败过的。
没错。那现在我们可以向技术的来展现这战术的部分。
所以其实防守端的部分，我们看到猎鹰没有退路了，但进攻端呢？打了很多战术，不过比较有效的其实是把空间拉开来。我们看一下这一球，占了一个 fire out 的空间。那 fire out 的空间呢，围绕在什么？围绕在迪蒙的身上啊。OK， 围绕在迪蒙假的地手，突然来个突袭，你一协防我就惩罚你。OK， 这一球呢，只是上半场其中一球。猎鹰有很多很好的表现，不过我想这就是最成功的一个方式哈。回到了一个基本面，篮球的基本面就是空间与时间。
没错，这个希望猎鹰呢，可以在下半场的时候呢，除了防守上做出这种高强度的这种压迫，进攻上呢多做一些冲击式的，营造空间，有空间他们就可以找到很多很好的这种突破。分球内外结合的机会，像这个战术就是一样，它的空间布置的非常合理布置合理。好，同时呢，每个人呢都维持了比较好的距离所以呢，在这种的低调奢华、营造空间的打法呢，这是下半场猎鹰必须要。再更加力度的去呈现出来。
对，因为猎鹰当然在防守端继续努力，可是你没办法去限制，因为先天的劣势已经摆在那里了。
没错。
那进攻端就要奔放、豪华，3分就一定要下来了。
没错，受到了台钢猎鹰呢受到命运的刁难2个核心洋将没有出赛，所以呢他们陷入了很困难但是呢，我想呢，不管怎么样，他们还是积极的要求胜。对，抢回1胜，
没错，
把赛事打到台北去，
没错。尤其是刚刚第2节最后2波守这个全场1-2-1产生失误的时候，我感觉好像场上有7个人在防守啊。
没错孔子保险，对，孔庙呢加入了防守，
所以下半场的时候，我们也看到台钢猎鹰需要更多的球员挺身而出。刚刚也有热情的球迷马上跟我们提示了，白萨盖比这个很多球员站上来一定还有机会
没错。下半场，希望这个台钢猎鹰呢，还是一样发挥高强度的那种战斗力，敢拼战斗力，敢拼敢抢，再来呢发挥冲击力摧毁的力度再放大大家放下包袱，敢拼敢打。
没错，球迷朋友不要走开，待会我们还给主播，紧接着下半场很快就来了，拜拜。
set your body free. Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it proper, let's have fun up in this disorderly. Now you're open, now you're open, so you got to dance. We don't need no hateration, holleration in this disorderly. Let's get it percolating, body waiting, so just dance. So it's only gonna be about a matter of time before you get loose and start to lose your mind. Pop you a drink, go ahead and rock your eyes, cause we're celebrating no more drama in our lives. With a great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your body bumping. I told you leave your situations out the door, so grab somebody and get your on my dance floor. Let's get it crunk on up in this disorderly. Now you're open, now you're open, so you got to dance. We don't need no hateration, holleration in this disorderly. Let's get it percolating, body waiting, so this
Here at halftime, we have Coach Raul Corner. Coach, in the post-game presser, you said focus and consistency were big keys. How do you assess your team in the first half so far?
I mean, we're battling, like always. I mean, it's a team that fights. Obviously, we're a little undermanned today, so offensive rebounds is something we need to limit from them. I think we did a better job in the second quarter, and hitting some three-point shots would help to get a rhythm and to break that game open. So I think we're doing the right things. We're fighting hard. There's nothing more I can ask from the players. Hit a couple free throws, hit a couple three-pointers, and the game is a lot different.
I agree, Coach. Can you comment on the effort the big guys are giving? You're even getting some reinforcements and Jimmy back in this game, but they're going to have to rotate a lot. They're going to have to battle hard, huh?
They have to, and Jimmy is coming from this ankle injury. Now he's one of the 4 players that got hurt in the 3 games so far. So it is what it is. I mean, those guys will fight. It's not the first time that we have to play with 1 foreigner. We had a couple of games where we played with 2, a couple with 1. So the guys are used to that. I think they also grow in these situations, and they're doing a great job. And I hope they can reward themselves today with the win.
All right, we'll see if those fruits of their labor will play out in the second half. Coach, good luck. All right, 我们现在调换给主播。Well, thanks to Coach Corner at halftime. Meanwhile, on Roger's side, the answer was the Ghosthawks perimeter defense is so tight that Roger and the Braves believes they are driving opportunities inside, that it wasn't really their complete intention. Meanwhile, they say they practice full court pressure and how to break it, but they keep on making mistakes. Maybe it's the arena, maybe it's the pressure of the stage that the Braves are kind of out of pocket in their press break. There's them halftime statistics. We have points, field goal shooting, 3-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. I think the Ghosthawks key that they've succeeded so far, 6 turnovers and causing 11 by the Braves. If they can up that number, that'll be good. They certainly need to score the basketball, as Coach Corner mentioned as well. Archie Goodwin leads the Braves with 23 points. In fact, that leads the entire field. Maybe they could go to him more to bring the ball up court with his ball handling and height, which provides him vision to a good pass down court. He's followed by Holyfield coming off the bench tonight with 11 points. Yankovic in the start with 9 points. Meanwhile, on the Ghosthawks side, Guma Weijia leads them with 12 points, followed by Chen Boyan, who's made 3 3-pointers. He's the only Ghosthawks with multiple makes from the outside. He's got 9 points. Damon Brooks, the only import available tonight for the Ghosthawks, has 8. It's not been that easy for him, but as the Wushiban outlined, maybe him as a hub is a great way for the Ghosthawks to operate their offense. time to throw it to a break, and 4 minutes. We'll return to the second half of action.
今天不管结论是如何，应该就是你在台南最后一次出赛了。
哇，打球打了这么久了，然后也刚好就是有缘吧，在最后在台南，然后打最后的客场，然后我希望就是非常的感谢，就是一直以来支持的，就是南台湾的球迷，然后在这里谢谢你们。
对于南台湾也是一种感情了。
对啊，当然从台北来的时候就让我们很震撼。对啊，那时候真的是感觉是有点走不出去了。
这个票亭都被砸了。
对啊，然后上来车还被人家叫下来去，
叫下，
太难播呀，太难播。
这时候架下来签完还要敬礼啊。
对，不能给塞宾了。
对，那要不要跟他们说真正说声谢谢了？
感谢你们，永远记在心里，谢谢。
Moments before the entrance of Beast Lin Zijie, addressing the fans of Southern Taiwan for their support as a high-low pass is deflected. The Ghosthawks facing a 2-3 zone by the Braves. Very often they'll play a 3-2 or a 2-1-2 kind of variant. Now kind of matched up as the Ghosthawks with a baseline out of bounds play. Chen Boyan might have had a stinger. He's dealing with something wrong with his hand, and a foul by Gumao Weijia. Fortunately, Chen Fan now on his knees in so much discomfort. I don't even really want to see what's going on here, as he looks like he knocks into his own hand. He'll be taken out real early here in the second half. Ghosthawks in his place. Chen Fan played in all 24 games with his new team. With a handoff, Goodwin with some space. Deflection on the pass. Good anticipation by Gabby. Now to Mo. The turnaround jumper too strong. Ghosthawks fresh in. Got extra wrapping around that right leg. So we spoke with our color commentators on the Mandarin side, said, nothing hurt. Just out of habit. Picked up on his right as it trying to put the moves on Beast with a little bit of a lane, but dumps the pass off. And with a not 0.4 on the clock, it's a corner inbound. Well, they have Damon Brooks and Gabby as possible tip options. Gumao from the corner. That's to Lewis. I do not know what he was thinking. Trying to dribble pull-up. Chen Fan still behind the Ghosthawks bench as now they're taping him up. Braves with the 32-21 second quarter. Now they have the lead in the ball game after we were tied in the first. Beast gets the handoff, now screened. Ghosthawks just sticks with them. Joel pull up three, almost. As Gabby goes for the rebound, and Holyfield just underneath him picks up another foul. That is his fourth. A little unlucky there, but got to leave landing space for the would-be rebounder. Yankovic is in, or Yankovic, excuse me. Still in that zone. As Ghosthawks, three off to the left. Goodwin, easy board, and now a run-out opportunity. Goodwin gets the quick screen from Mbaye. The switch to Ghosthawks. Sizing up his opponent. Takes the pull-up three. As Mbaye, look what I found, but rushes it. Still fighting inside and rejected. Deep pass, still dangerous. A collision and a no. Tanyoue with the safety play again. Goodwin dumping it off, and an offensive 3 seconds. You only assume it's by Mbaye or probably not Beast, as he just drove in the paint. Well, maybe it was, according to our FTV crew. So it might be a 1-1-3 kind of zone for the Braves, as Tanyoue tries to chase Lewis. Quick fire from the right side. He slips it to Yankovic, but faces two defenders. Skip past Tanyoue. Finally, the first score of the second half. The seal is broken. Gabby down low to Brooks, maybe not anticipating it, or good hands as Demond in and out. Gabby goes down hard. Braves have a 5-on-4 going as they foul and counted by Archie Goodwin. And look at Lewis give the baseline, but there was no help there. Seems like a mistake to me. Ghosthawks 0 for 4 with 2 turnovers so far in the third. Goodwin with the rattle in. Now basically a collapsed defense as Ghosthawks, look at that move. Takes a tough tumble, but Brooks picks him up. So anyway, once Goodwin sees a double team, and a foul. Jamal Weijia applying a little too much pressure. That's his 4th. If he's not fatigued, I gotta believe corner might be hard pressed to keep him in. Bad foul by Shizolo, reaching down when Chen was not even going to pass or shoot. 2 straight fouls. The 4th by the Ghosthawks, who are now in the penalty. Now too safe as Chen walks to an easy teardrop. Down low to Jimmy. Stuffed as Beast intercepts the pass. Tough defense by Ghosthawks as a 2-man jump ball. Look at Jimmy, a quick show, and then Damon a little late to rotate over. So far an 8-2 start in the 3rd quarter for the Braves. Pulling away with this one, as they did in their closeout game against the Ghosthawks last season. Similar look, too high on the ball screen as Yankovic to Goodwin. Yankovic wants to go with a dribble pull-up as a foul. They will count the basket, but a offensive foul or a loose ball foul. Beast knocking over Ghosthawks. Jay will stay in the game after an apology from Beast. Ghosthawks are hanging in tough. But the scoreboard is not in their favor. Damon at the high post. To then in the corner, short with it. Was previously long with his 3-point attempts as Beast to Goodwin. And back to Blue. Good help D, leaving Chen away with a catch and shoot. He buries it. The Braves up to 69 points on the night, holding the Ghosthawks to a lone score here in the 2nd half of play, trying to close out the series on the road.
但是 是猎鹰要升空，就是需要这样的逆势，才可以飞得更高。Mia， 跟着我们林宇杰一起来投篮喽 ！Hello Mia， 准备来投篮了。投篮，你的投篮 pose 是什么呢？哦，看起来非常准哦。好嘞，我们学妹妹不要害羞，没关系，谢谢你。我们来比出一个投篮的 pose， 好不好？让我们看一下你都怎么投篮的呢？好，害羞的模样也是非常可爱哦，帅哥，是哦。谢谢你们。Hello， 美女，美女，我看懂你的唇型了，拍到我了，拍到我了。来，不要害羞，哎，帅哥更害羞。感谢你们支持台钢猎鹰哦。好了哈，所以啦。
In Plus League playoff history, from Season 2 through Season 5, there have been no instances where a team played short of their imports allotted. But back in Season 1, from the very beginning, Italian Emporium Pilots only had Jordan Chapman, but he played alongside a rejuvenated Quincy Davis and forced the Dreamers to a winner-take-all Game 5. As Kadeem Jack and Devon Reed, who were with the team for most of the regular season, did not end the season with the team, as Damon Brooks swirls it out. Tough luck shooting the basketball here at home in the playoff. Jump pass by a deep position in a classic big man move. Finally, Baye finding his footing inside on this end of the floor. Well, subsequently, the Dreamers will be playing an import short. In fact, 2 import short. Ethan catch and shoot, no good, but Damon Brooks picks up his teammate with the bucket on the putback. Anthony Tucker left to the birth of his child, and Jaron Young, for personal reasons, left. Steph Hicks, up by Ghosthawks, will send Goodwin to the line. Steph Hicks in the what turned out to be the final game of the season. Getting a look at Baye set up his man well, and then a quick, decisive baseline spin. Hicks, 44 minutes played, 33 points, 17 rebounds. The Braves won their first title on that game, 115-90. Having a 3-1 series lead when the finals were called off due to the 2021 COVID infections in Taiwan. Goodwin wayward with that first free throw, as Chen Boyan will get on the floor along with Tsinghua University's Liu Jie, or the other Jerry. Goodwin sinks the second, as the Braves, kind of this 1-1-3 zone has been effective. Baisa slices, tough take as Damon takes a hard fall. Braves save it inbounds though. Goodwin to Yankovic with a one-handed yam. That's what goes on, putting a man short, and Damon Brooks is, he was hobbled before, but he's really feeling it. Was out for 4 games due to some back issues. Ujia from plus range strokes it. Backs off erroneously, as almost getting the steal on Beast. I guess he knew what he was doing. This commentator does not. Their import to import connection in transition. This Gumal wage out in for Ethan. During the regular season, there was an early case of 1 import versus 3, and it was the Ghosthawks with just Damon Brooks, 36 points to his name in the 112-76 game, spoiling the Braves' home opener this regular season. Beast to Baye, tough take in a crowd, gets it to fall. The Braves would then set the Plus League regular season scoring record in a vengeance game against the Arc the day after, 133 points. Brooks trying to take on Yankovic, is fouled. Steph trying to make the case that he got all ball there. Here you see Beast to Mbaye with a power dribble and then the finesse fadeaway floater. What a combination. Brooks now with 13 points on the night. He's a one tough cookie. I think a team high, nearly 29 points. Trying to hold it down in the middle. Finally, the Ghosthawks get a chance for a full court press as Fubon gambles. Yankovic picks up the dribble back to Goodwin. Driving kick to Josh. Trying to find Yankovic up close and misses. But Goodwin picks somebody's pocket. And indeed a Ghosthawk on Ghosthawk crying for the rebound. Looping pass, good fight by Baisa as Mbaye. Not good enough to seal off for position and then commit the loose ball foul. Be the fourth by the Braves, so Ghosthawks inbound from the baseline. Josh playing the second one in this zone defense as Timfan tries his range. Baisa picking up Goodwin full court while Jerry, I think rightfully, was guiding Light into the middle. Josh has got a post up on Umal, but picked up his dribble. The turnaround fade, got it. Patient play there. Jerry trying to get away from Goodwin. All popped around over to Damon Brooks. It grazed the rim, but Baisa is such a good offensive rebounder as Damon trying to find some space. Gets the and one on Zhenshang, trying his best to stay vertical. See the key, if Baisa nor Umal could get a deflection, Josh should be able to get off a clean one over the shorter defender. Damon after the free throw will head out. He's got 9 points in this quarter to lead the Ghosthawks. Committed 4 turnovers, which is pretty killer here in the third. Braves get it across the timeline as Lightingun hounded by Baisa. It's the fresher Jerry trying to cover Goodwin, but he gets driven past and a tough take. Long rebound to the Ghosthawks. Baisa quick drag pop by Jimmy, way short. We haven't seen Holyfield long bit. Yankovic stripped of it clean as Goodwin and count it. Holyfield, we recall, picked up that early foul in this quarter as Jimmy collects his 4th personal. Goodwin on this series with a 30-point average. 1 free throw to reach that mark. Has a series high efficiency score of 24.7. A well-deserved rest as both teams make changes. This is his first career playoff start. Otherwise, only started 3 games last regular season. The Ghosthawks barely 12 healthy bodies for this one. Jamal probing, puts up a floater, no, and in the crowd, Yankovic with the board. Want to go right at Jerry as finally they get it to him. Back from behind and more free throws. Jerry listed at 188 centimeters. Tough cover against Chen Xiangjun. Listed at 205. Affectionately known as Jack Jack. Chen Xiangjun coming into tonight 71%. Just 7 attempts this playoff series. Drops 2. Jerry overshooting the 3. Having made an impressive first fresh in the ball game to a cutting Chen Xiangjun. Thankfully, it looks like everyone's safe on the landing. With all the green light, Jie misses. The sun is beginning to set on this Ghosthawks season. Yankovic with deep positioning. And it's Jimmy another hold, another wrap. 5th personal, just not able to defend without putting that other arm down. And around, more importantly. Brooks is in for Xie Zhonglong, who's having a prolonged discussion with the slot official. Now up to 15 points on his night. Graves previously actually had a 4-game winning streak in closeout games to lead the championship 2 and 3 as Lai Tian gets the pick. Graves kicking it around as KJ is hit. Once again, it's on Jerry. Braves lost game 3. They close out a sweep opportunity against the Ghosthawks, then took care of business in game 4. And then in the Plus League finals against Taoyuan Puyan Pilots, dropped their rearranged game 6 in Taoyuan Arena, their home operations. And then the winner-take-all game 7. So the Braves coming into tonight, 5-win, 4-loss record in closeout games. Trying to improve on that. Fresh bodies in for the Ghosthawks, including Ethan from the left corner. Catch and shoot. Did not put much rotation on that shot. Deep interception by Kumal and keeping it in bounds. And utilize all, what do they say, 94 feet of the court. Do we have to use the metric system? Trying to get it down low to Brooks. Ball on the deck. And Damon Brooks from his rear end. Off the window and through the cup. Clip that one for this game as an offensive foul as Damon Brooks, a bad push from behind. Gotta imagine that Now words being exchanged. It's Yankovic and Brooks. Now remember that the Ghosthawks not happy that Damon was provoked in game 2 with the tough fall on him, which resulted in a ball slamming tech, and then he left arm shiver to KJ on a screen. Get another look at Zhou Guiyu. And the push in the back as the Ghosthawks teammate beat too late. Now, understandably, Damon's been dealing with a lot of aches. I think one good thing by the official who turned around too early. You need to give the defender space. Brooks with 3 personal fouls. The Ghosthawks might contend that Josh screen excessive, but based on this replay, he just said it too late. Did he get his shoulder involved? It is close. Maybe it's more of a case than we thought. But certainly the push in the back is excessive after the play was whistled.
我是认为没有多余的动作，没有多余的动作，所以初判是给了一个进攻犯规，后面追加一个推人的给 U 爆 ，OK， 然后他去挑衅的动作，因为没有接触，所以 OK， 这个我给了一个技术犯规，叫他走了，对，33，因为旁边是劝架的，这不管，所以总 total 我们给了一个 T 爆进攻犯规，一个 U 一个 T， 然后再给迪蒙一个 U 爆，所以 U 爆之后再给一个 T， 对不对？恢复比赛，先给一个33的技术犯规先罚一个技术犯规，再执行迪蒙的2罚加球权，对不对？好，可以，对，好 ，OK。等一下，技术犯规拉过来，对，所以中判恢复比赛是在那一个点。好。
经过回放，初判周桂宇的进攻犯规，迪蒙后续推人动作给予一次 U foul， 后面蓝色33号给挑衅动作给一个 T foul， 所以恢复比赛的流程为抬杠练1，罚球1次，之后由周桂宇罚球2次之后互帮球。
If the referees determine that Josh's screen just an illegal screen and not excessive, then I think they covered all their bases. So very much the question is the matter of the screen.
Guys, I have 5 injured players in 3.5 games, and you don't do anything.
On the other side, Guma Weijia about to step up to these this one technical free throw. And one of the rare instances, Guma Weijia with his first miss from the line. Only has 1 assist here in the 3rd quarter. Well, it seems like everybody wants to miss their free throws. The Braves stepping up to this. The Braves were 80% as Josh will take the 2nd free throw. Now, the referees get ready for this Braves sideline out of bounds. Yankovic driving, clutching, and overshooting the finger roll as KJ in the right spot. Fed out wide, Chen gets the ball screen, Yankovic squared up, buries the three. Like he said, just got to square up the shoulders and see the target. There's 2 seconds left. Gabby did not get a shot off. So flashback to the spring of 2025 where the Braves have begun a big second half in an attempt to eliminate the Ghosthawks on their floor. We'll go to break with the fourth and final frame coming up.
到的球迷朋友可以跟着我们的女孩，好一起跳起来。Hello， 一粒。OK， 这位幸运球迷朋友，跟着一粒，跟着一起跳舞喽，舞动你的身体。OK， 动一动吼，让我们把气势扭转，一起来逆转战局哦！哇，一粒的爱心送给你哦，谢谢。啊，还有这位朋友黄晨晨，跟着黄晨晨一起跳起来哦！好，非常可爱的姿势哦。 还有自己研发了一些舞蹈的 move 哦，我就喜欢你这种松弛感哦，所以啦。哎呦 ，Hello， 米妮妹妹跟我们米妮一起来跳舞哦，虽然没有看向镜头，但她舞动得很开心哦。 嗨，妹妹一起跳舞哦，弟弟 ，Hello， 哦，爸爸，我们带着弟弟一起来跳舞哈，跟着米娅一起动一动哦。Hello， 美女，跟着一粒一起来哦。 好，不要害羞哈，我们也动一动。
This date in Plus League playoff history, the New Taipei Kings defeat the Formosa Dreamers 96-89 and go 2-1 in a best-of-7 series. It was a very close series up to that point with an average margin of only 3 points. The two teams made the total of 2s and 3s in that game, but New Taipei 17 of 23 from the line. The Dreamers 10 of 24. Holyfield back in, matched up in man as Lewis drives by one, floats it up for an air ball as Gabby pops it up and in. Well, a 1-for-1, or I guess I should say 1-for-2 start for the Ghosthawks as their field goal percentage has dropped quarter by quarter, 9 for 24, 30%. 6 for 18. I hope I don't need to do the math for you on that. And then 23% in quarter 3. Baye shot fake. No wants to give Josh the rock back. Post up, quick spin move, and missed the lay-in. We've seen that a lot in this game. Spaced out, Geiby with the high arcer short. Ghosthawks are not helping their cause to get out of being the lowest three-point shooting series the team has had in Plus League history. And this game a lot more understandable as Gabby skies high and stuffs Holyfield. Fouled in transition though as Gumal Weijia is fouled in transition. Into the zone, more traditional 2-3 look as Jeff Wu backs it up. Maybe a mixed look by the Braves. Hesitates and rolls out a lay-in opportunity. With some pace, Fubon just trying to find the stroke. Chases it on board. That's excellent talk as Ethan with some courage, and Gabby pops it out. Unfortunately, due to the miss, it becomes a basket interference. If you dump that one down, those 2 points will count. Referee almost gestured the wrong signal there. Maybe he did with the raised fist. Down to the hall, pressuring Jerry, but he gets past and goes in with the left hand. Ethan trying with a tough move and over the shoulder lane with the left hand. Out of the Northern California. Saw a reduction of his regular season minutes in the playoffs. Trying to keep up with Jerry as Jeff Wu in the game. Dish off to Mo, the line drive, short. Changes incoming for the Ghosthawks. They back off of Ethan, who knocks down the fadeaway midi. Perhaps a foul to make some changes. The biggest lead in any game this series was 30 points by the Braves in game 1. They would eventually win 119-92 as Ubaye and Josh will head out, and Brooks and Gabby on the other side. Again, this time with a little runner. Down to the Plus League logo. Wise by Ethan to keep that dribble alive with Chen Xiangqun bearing down on him. One of the more efficient shot blockers of Plus League locals by efficiency. Ethan putting up another fadeaway. How about that splash in Chen Xiangqun's face? So much for me saying anything. Braves call timeout with the Ghosthawks coming out strong with a little bit of a run here in the 4th.
Phil, when you catch the ball here.
Time to catch our breath as the Plus League playoffs march on here on May 28th.
邀请大家一起喊出抬杠猎鹰哦！一起来，战斗永不止步。所以啦，永不放弃，一起来秀出你的音乐劲喽！感谢我们的球迷朋友。That's right， 球迷人的好表现，谢谢这位球迷朋友。还有没有谁啊？我们一起来把我们的毛巾高高举起哦。啊，2个大拇哥就对了，最赞的那种哦。Hello， 领乐球迷啊，后面也有我们古毛维家的灯牌啊，感谢你们哦。盖比的球迷啊，毛巾举越高。 盖比就要抓下更多篮板，送出更多分。
for Dayuan. And an inadvertent smack on the dome with Beast trying to get loose for the game. Out of the timeout. Anyway, trying to deliver the rock to Goodwin. Counter spins, a jump pass at Zheshang. Skies up and stuffs it with 2. Great read by all the players involved on the Brave side. Loose ball foul, a little unlucky there as Zihao worked something off that left shoulder. Meanwhile, Chen Yowei, maybe a conk on the noggin. He's still on the deck. Another look at the impact. It might even be a little bit of whiplash as Zihao ran into Yowei's right side. Ghosthawks are going to make a move. While Chen Yowei is helped off the floor. Zheshang had 2 points in 2 nights ago, but both coming at the free throw line. The Braves actually bringing in Jonathan Enchek Wube as part of the rotation. He played 6 minutes. But tonight, Mbaye and Zheshang having a pretty good job as Port Yowei right behind the ear, taking a shot. Tricky jump pass as Holyfield makes a nice adjustment. Archie Goodwin with another assist. Ethan having made a couple, and that one climbs over the backboard. The Braves attempt to break the Ghosthawks pressure, and they do. Goodwin pulls up 3, no. And again, a Ghosthawks on Ghosthawks rebounding crime there. In other basketball-related news, back on Tuesday, same time we had Game 3 ongoing, the B-League Finals had a winner, another winner-take-all Game 3, but this time it was Nagasaki Velka beating Ryukyu Golden Kings as Jimmy Good Hands strips Holyfield of the ball, but way too wild. Zihao throws it out of range for Baisa. Maybe you want to give the Braves bench a touch. Josh in for a good win. Six and a half minutes to the final of this one. The Braves in solid control starting in the second quarter. Tian trying to find a teammate, and the Ghosthawks do a good job covering up all the passing lanes. Liu Chen is the fresh player in for the Ghosthawks. Ghosthawks were so short-handed at times. He actually had to practice as a big in the pregame warm-ups. Dangerous pass there. The Braves get a deflection. But it seems like both teams very generous with the basketball. And finally, a shot attempt by Baisa. Time running down. Jeff Wu from 15 feet connects. He's played very sparingly this playoff run for the Braves. If not for the personnel deficit that the Ghosthawks are playing with, that's Zihao, the step-up three off to the left. Last year in the playoff series, the Ghosthawks actually shot the ball decently from 3 against the Braves. And that would eventually become a 4-game series. Tough board for Jack. Has a team of 34.7%. Josh, generous with it. Chen Xiangjun will be calling for the offensive 3 seconds. A little unlucky there. Holyfield out. All local lineup for the Braves for the rest of 4:43. Guma Weijia, 35% on 17 attempts last year in the playoffs. Damon Brooks, he was 4 for 10. Baisa, 36% on 25 field goal attempts. Whistle will stop the action. Jimmy, 47% on 14 attempts, and Ghosthawks, 35% on 17 attempts. So coming out of game 3, you definitely had a feeling that at some point the Ghosthawks outside shooting should have improved. Ethan is fouled off the curl and the catch. Lai Ting-en reaching in there. Ethan improving on 10 minutes per game, averaging 1 point. Splits of 44, 15, and 0. I believe he didn't attempt any free throws last season. This year up to 6 points in 15 minutes. 48, 33, and 75. 2, 3, and field goal splits. Braves break the press as Jeff Wu steps up to an easy one. And Chen Xiangjun blocked. Knocked on his rear end as Leo could not save that from going out of bounds. And I'm just thankful that nobody's hurt on that play. Kids only average about 1/3 of a block per game. Has done a very good job. Done as best as he could in these circumstances. This is second block of this game. Josh meeting resistance. Chen Xiangjun, the spin, fade away, not the bounce. During this regular season, the Ghosthawks 32% from three-point range. So this lack of three-point shooting is big picture-wise seem to do him, as Baisa with another jelly lay-in. Nowhere near as difficult as his take in Taoyuan Arena, the last Ghosthawks regular season game this season. Still impressive as Incheck Rube is blocked. Got the board again, knocked loose of the ball, and knocked loose of it again. Braves are going to keep the rotations going with Spencer Lin coming in for Lai Ting-en. See for Baisa, that's easy work. Fresh in the ball game, he gets the catch, and no luck as Incheck Rube wisely dishes it out. Spencer gets a 3-try. Ghosthawks in their team franchise history, including P.LEAGUE and the now defunct T1, have one playoff series win. That was many moons ago, as the cheers in the arena for Tai Wen-Chen, looking quite tan. Maybe he spent too much time down here in Tainan. It looks like actually some more hair follicles are coming back too. No scheduled retirement for number 14 as the Braves throw it to Damon Brooks, but seated out of bounds. Braves exactly at the century mark. The Ghosthawks giving some of their younger local players some run. Zihao leaves it short, just barely grazing the rim. Definitely had a strong showing in the beginning of this Ghosthawks regular season. Josh stuffed. Absolutely clobbered a shot by Jimmy. And on the fall, Xie slow to get up. And a look at Zokwe, what appeared to be a takeoff, and then unfortunately Jimmy might have turned that ankle again. Tough to see a lot of his teammates coming over to support, and again he's going to get carried off. Unfortunately, it appears with 2 minutes left, the Ghosthawks season and Xie season is over, but so much props to him coming back from injury and giving the Ghosthawks all he can, as looking at the Ghosthawks end of the bench. On the baseline out of bounds, Jeff Wu with the fly-in on the layup. Saw Jeff back in, gets the roll. A little Jie-esque. There he is, after all, one of the other Jiegas in the league. Winston operating from the top. How about Jeff Wu feeling it? Wanting the three as well. Driving kick offense for the Ghosthawks as Leo here with it. Here was the second overall pick by the Ghosthawks in the most recent draft. Winston on the way down jumper. Definitely my first overall pick if we were to draft teams to play horse. What if we had to play it with Mandarin characters, though? By my count, Ma has 11 strokes. That would be a long game, as Gabby, between two defenders, gets the extra credit. Oh man, my Mandarin teacher is not going to be happy. Ma is written with 10 strokes, not 11. Under a minute to play here, as Tainan's been a good host. The referees let a lot of contact go, and Enchek Wube puts it in. So if you're looking ahead on the Plus League calendar, Game 1 of the finals is set for June 5th, Friday night in Taoyuan Arena, regardless of the opponent. Little Lou too strong, as Winston throws up a pass, and Spencer Lin will add 2 more to the total. The dribble settling down as the clock ticks down. The final time the two coaching staff and teams will meet, as for the 5th time in league history, the Taipei Fubon Braves will appear as one of the 2 finalists for the championship. After rematch and series victory against the Ghosthawks, we now have the first Plus League Finals matchup as a repeat between the Taipei Fubon Braves and Taoyuan Pilots. There's your final score, 109-79. The Braves winning 2 games on the road. It is their first time in team history
luck this season. All right, but you never gave up. Never ever gave up. This season is going to make you super strong. You will benefit from this a lot. All right, I know it's not much I can tell you right now. If you're sad, it's a very good sign. But use this sadness as positive motivation for your summer. We'll come back, we'll fight back, we'll be an even better team. When we're complete, we're going to kick their ass next year. They just don't know yet. All right, I want everybody's head up because you should be proud of what you achieved this year. All right, you're a great team. Love you guys. Let's go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team.
After an 11-win, 13-loss regular season, and a third-place finish, the TSG Ghosthawks win a playoff game on the road in Taipei Heping Gymnasium in Game 2, a 98-97 thriller, and put up a good fight in Game 3, but end up with their season over here in the first round of the playoffs, as we're getting word that PLEAGUE and color commentator Ling Liler will be part of the post-game coverage. The Ghosthawks announced Tuesday do have the right and a spot in the East Asia Super League 2026-2027 season. We have that to look forward, in addition to their next foray in the Plus League regular season.
好，我们今天赛后的访问到了林志杰杰哥。那杰哥，其实你们今天的关门战其实也打得非常的好。那在篮底下的这种优势，其实也是发挥得很好。那你们赛前在制定战术的时候，有没有什么特别的一个地方？
其实赛前还不知道，因为他们对方的洋将没有打。然后我觉得不管了，我觉得他们的本土的年轻的上来，在上半场给我们很大的冲击吧。然后他们非常的努力，这个也是在球队就是没有办法去解决的问题，因为他们就是非常的积极，然后去给我们很多的一些身体的碰撞，然后他们也很努力的去打今天的比赛，然后很可敬的对手。
那再来第二个问题，其实大家都知道你今年是用球员身份最后一场在台南出战，所以有没有什么话要跟台南的或是南部的乡亲说呢？
我觉得就是一直来支持我的球迷们嘛，已经可能20几年或者这几年，然后每次来这里都非常的亲切，然后从那时候台比的时期来这里的时候，我就感受到就是台南的雄心真的非常的热情，然后也希望明年赛季，然后你们也是可以继续的来到猎鹰的主场，然后也有东超的赛事都可以支持，就是台南猎鹰，然后勇于给他们更多的支持，对，谢谢。
然后最后一个问题，其实你们晋级了，让我们又可以再多看你几场比赛，进到最后的冠军战。那当然，最后的冠军战就是杰哥你的 last dance。那你的 last dance 你自己的感受？
就是好好的就是享受吧，对，因为去年也是有这个经历，然后也是一个就是很深刻的印象啊，所以我觉得又可以打到这个阶段，我觉得我们全队富邦的上下都会一条心，然后去面对，然后去就是拼嘛，对，然后好好享受，然后希望大家可以来到现场，或者在电视上可以关注，然后给我们最大的热情与掌声，谢谢。
还有最后一个，杰哥你的特展要在松烟举行了，你要不要自己帮自己推销一下、推广一下？
就是在5月31号吧，然后就有开始特展，有1个月的时间，然后希望就是大家有空的时候可以去逛逛看一看，好不好？也是很多一些东西在里面，一些我自己的一些珍藏啊，然后也是一些的商品，然后有一些小游戏都可以在里面，就是可以度过，然后可以找家人啊、小孩啊，就是亲朋好友都可以去走一走、看一看，是不错的地方。
好，恭喜杰哥进入冠军战，然后让我们还有更多的机会再看最后杰哥的 last dance。所以最后，请杰哥把你的签名签在镜头前。谢谢杰哥。好，我们最后就进广告。
恭喜！
可以获得 的尼莫画签卡的是黄义婷，黄金 B 区 C 排31号，恭喜你！
好，非常热情哦，就是这样的热情。好，哎，接下来我们99。
抽到我的画签卡的是米玉，比例 A 区 B 排12号，恭喜你！
抽到我画签卡的是吴承佑，人气特调 A 排5号，恭喜！我抽到的是李佑成，特调区 A 排3号。
有恭喜你，恭喜你！再来李乐。
我抽到的是电话末3码882的钟冠玉。
好，恭喜冠玉！那最后大圆的画签卡，让我们看一下幸运的得奖者王家祥，黄金 A 区 C 排25号，电话末3码965，恭喜！也请以上获奖的球迷朋友持着证件来到我们的姻缘军总部来领取你们的奖品喽。好，那接下来我们再一次用掌声感谢我们的 Win Stars 以及大圆啦。好，那接下来呢，我团长这边要来抽出的是我们球员。好，因为我们待会赛后要来击掌啊。哦 ，OK， 我们经纪人说，因为待会我们要赛后击掌关系，我们的女孩直接在场上啦啊！如果想要捕捉女孩声音的朋友们，也不要吝啬你们相机，不要吝啬你们的镜头。那接下来要来抽出的是我们球员的画签卡啦。第一个要来抽出的是我们的张志豪，恭喜陈任鹏，加料区 B 排34号，电话末3。
Well, our final look inside of National Tsinghung University's Zhongzhentang, home of the TSG Ghosthawks, where they fall in Game 4 of this best-of-5 playoff series against the Taipei Fubon Braves. There's the points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. The final statistics of the game: the Ghosthawks short Ray McCallan, short Bardas Amac, and with only Damon Brooks available, they eventually fall to the Taipei Fubon Braves. And that sets up a finals rematch, the first ever repeated combination, and also the naturally first back-to-back season matchup between the Taipei Fubon Braves, the lower seed, against the higher seeded Taoyuan Puyan Pilots, who are fresh off returning from Malaysia, another runner-up finish in a BCL Asia East action. Well, we can now show off the key visual, the KV, for the matchup between the Braves and Pilots as the final run for Beast continues. The regular season gave way to 1 and now 2 rounds of playoff action for Lin Zijie, who many of us consider the greatest Taiwanese basketball player of all time. Beast and the Braves will take on the Pilots, who they fell to in 7 games. And last year's championship matchup with the Pilots, their first as a team. The Braves, this time around, are going for their 4th title in the Plus League. So in a season where health is wealth, the shorthanded Ghosthawks fall in the standings due to injuries, and then in the playoffs don't give themselves the best chance. But the Braves and Pilots will have time to take some inventory, gather their thoughts, and then we begin the series on June 5th on a Friday night. Maybe Xiaoli was wearing a mask, as now Sean taking over for the color commentating. And this is the first time we'll be showing off a different name on the post-game commentator credits. We'll stick around and the Mandarin broadcast track for Coach Sean and Coach Cho Da-zong for the Thailand Bushiban, the after-school cram school lesson. The Braves turn around what was 2 straight games, scoring fewer and fewer points. The Ghosthawks give them credit for the fight that they showed in a encore in the Plus League, their second go-around. Though, one note about the Ghosthawks, they gotta build up a bigger home court advantage. Last year in the regular season, 6-6. This year in the regular season, 6 wins, 6 losses, and losing both home games here. But next year's a new start, and we'll see their first adventures in the East Asia Super League. While the Braves get ready to gear up, because the Taoyuan Pilots await in the Plus League Finals. On behalf of Xiaoli and Sean, Jason, the Mandarin commentators, I've been Ryan Chen, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.
哎，欢迎回到赛后补习班。OK， 所以呢，现场
感谢，
还是有蛮多球迷朋友的哈。
是，大家都还不愿意离开哈，现场还是围绕着支持我们的这个赛后的奖评啊。
对，线上呢也还有3000多人哦。
哎呦，全部不准下线啊！3000多给我维持住啊，定在那里，不可以下线啊。
对，3000多人哦。那么今天这场比赛虽然最后是一个大比分啦，不过我想猎鹰也是展现出了他们即便少了2名大将，还是很有企图心的。
没错，那恭喜这个富邦勇士啊，这个在前几场球呢打的也是比较算是艰难了，哦，今天是因为对手这个核心球员缺阵了，不过呢，他在这个系列呢，富邦勇士呢也做出了赢球的那种硬朗的决心了，顺利的这个进入了冠军赛，进入了冠军赛，哎，恭喜富邦勇士。
对，恭喜富邦勇士哈。那其实球迷朋友大家都很好奇。今天这个到底是什么原因？所以猎鹰一次少了2个洋将。那我们知道麦拉伦是因为撞伤了臀部嘛，这个他们官方也有说明。那飞斗士呢，在先前的比赛有些微的脑震荡，所以今天麦拉伦到球场了，穿便服。那飞斗士是根本好像没有在现场，因为脑震荡是需要一些观察的。
对。
那所以这个规则到底是怎么样？我们可以看到，P.LEAGUE 的规章里面第35条，球员登录。35.2，比赛截止日登录截止时间前48小时，要提出申请调整注册。因为大家都在问啊，其实台钢猎鹰还有一个球员也就是这个12号的这个贝纳斯。所以贝纳斯为什么不能打？今天赛前也一直拍到他，对，也一直拍到他俊俏的脸庞以及他的招牌的络腮胡对，他赛前热身的时候，也是投篮也是动作很漂亮。对，那为什么这样？因为呢，今天这场比赛在5月28，所以按照规章，48小时，19点，也就是5月26的7点。各位观众朋友，记得5月26的7点在干嘛？就跟5月26 7点，我们是不是也在这里？
我们就在这里。所以大家有在看球赛，有在看我们的分析，应该可以计算出来，对，
所以比较可惜啦。那毕竟这个就是规章
这个规章对，我们是文明法治社会，
是，
所以呢，任何到处都是在讲法，都在约束，都是一种纪律。
没错。
当然我想 P+ 也是一样，也是有一些文明的这种规定了大家就必须要去遵守了。
按照规章来对，你富邦可以有新特例。但是不能开特例嘛？
对，当然，
任何人都不能开特例就是要照着规章来。
没错。
对 ，OK， 好，所以呢，这就是今天的这个过程但是我想这场比赛，猎鹰呢也展现了他们相当强烈的这种旺盛的企图心。
对
，OK。那既然这样子呢，这场比赛结束了，我们就回顾一下猎鹰这一整年的表现好了
对，猎鹰的这个进步大家是的确看得到他的。过程中的一直进步，一直在做一些改变一直在做一些改变。那从这个开季遇到了困难从各队打出来的球赛内容不是那么完整，慢慢的一直在快速的在改变。
对，
这个竞争力量呢越来越强更重要的团队的这个凝聚力跟作战的氛围值得大家学习
对，我想。猎鹰的这一种从教练的这一种领导风格他的这种 style，
对，
还有包含他的这种 leadership 的东西，都是一个典范因为他是欧洲非常有规格的、高规格的德国系的奥地利的教练这样子。到他们的球员，我们也看到今年果毛维加基本上是最佳进步奖，对，他是最佳进步奖。再来呢，我们看到新军的加入好像又是这个秋哥的朋友，
没错，
那除了这些以外，洋将的部分经过了很多的变化。
对，洋将的部分呢，也引进了超级的球员，这个也是引进超级的这个洋将也是球队的进步对，他的在市场上找球员呢，力量放大了，
对，
投入放大了麦拉伦呢是等级非常高的，他的背景是非常高的相信很多球员朋友都知道，这个地方也是属于一种进步
没错，其实呢，大家会讲说这个球队洋将比较得分我谁跟谁比，可是很多时候更重要的是一种化学效应。 也就是我们所说的1+1到底是大于2、大于3等等的这个问题。
没错，尤其呢，非斗士的加入呢，很快的融入球队，啊，不但是教练的能力好，再来球员的这种适应度也快，啊，又更重要是签到非斗士这么好的作战型的大中锋，让整个球赛呢又变得更有张力啊，更有赢球的本事啊，所以一直在进步，一直在进步。那任何的球队呢，进步的节奏是一个球队走向强队的最重要的一个环节，
也是蜕变哈。
对，就是蜕变。
尤其是我们可以看到，有些球队他可以有短期的成功，他靠大咖的一个人1打2、1挑3的这种洋将，个人的得分、爆发力，所有东西改变比赛。但猎鹰选择的是一条比较朴实的道路，
没错，
他选择的是比较团队型，
没错
的洋将。
同时呢，很注重这个猎鹰队的教练很注重防守的纪律，每一个人就要遵守防守的纪律。
对，
所以他们呢都是在起步都是在拼防守，同时进攻呢，他不依赖单一的核心球员。
对，
他不依赖单一的核心球员。我觉得他的这种变化的速度，这种清晰的思路，这个球队未来会越来越快，越来越好，越来越快，越来越快靠近所谓的总决赛。
是，那当然，在这个球季的过程中，我们也看到，各位观众们对迪蒙如果了解的话，迪蒙呢之前在日本打过很多不同的球队，打过琉球，打过北海道。那在日本呢角色非常很重，但是后来呢也开过刀，开过十字韧带。其实他已经大伤回来了，但他现在就是一种比较资深的这种 leader。那再来呢，刚刚邱伟也跟我们提到的，麦拉伦过去都在 Euro League， 都在欧洲联赛顶级的，但是现在也是有点慢慢的老化了。
没错。
不过他们要的就是资深的带领年轻的，这个是年轻的洋将所以其实我想他们的整个配置就很清楚一个球队的一个方针。这个方针呢，就很明显的我们可以看到他想要的未来长什么样子
对，也就是说呢，一个球队呢，有更好的这种赢球的方案，或者是拿冠军的方案，所以它是一步一步的建立起来，把这种基础打得很好，所以就慢慢的去面面俱到的部分呢，一面一面的去把它统筹起来。所以这个猎鹰队呢，在未来呢，它很有机会呢，成为一个联盟里面的一个最强的球队。在未来很有可能。
对，
任何一个强队呢，它就必须建立在思路很正确，经营很正确，的这种经营之下呢，才能够打造出一个真正的强队的文化。
对，哇，所谓的 winning culture 真的是创业维艰的尤其是在这个过程之中，我们看到整个 map， 有些资深的球员，他可能现在是一种比较角色球员的角色，但他们可以把自己的工作做得很清楚、很透彻。
是的。
那在年轻的球员就是未来的希望，这还在养成的阶段。
没错，打造一个强队，当然呢，这个赛季后就所谓的 off season， 就是休赛季的时候，补强选秀